The set of lectures is on mother worship. So today's topic is the principles and philosophy of mother worship.
Om Nityanandakari Bharabhayakari Saundarjaratnakari Nirdhuta Kilaghora Pavanakari Prataksha Maheshwari. Put it little back one. Just Makshadvara Kapata Patanakari Kashipuradhishwari Vikshang Dehi Kripavalambanakari Mata Annapurneshwari. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Mother Annapurna, O great Goddess, you are always bestowing happiness, granting boons and dispelling fear. O you, the ocean of beauty, who bestow purity on your devotees and who wash away all their sins. You throw the door to liberation wide open, O presiding deity of Kashi, O receptacle of mercy, grant unto us the alms of spiritual wisdom. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today our topic, first of all I am happy to be with you again after how many days I forgot?
Days, months, almost years.
Days, year almost.
3 months.
7, 8 months.
7, 8 months? Already? 8 months? Oh, I didn't
3 months.
thought that. 3 months. Oh, see?
Feels like it.
That's why I think I came here not that long. September. That was good. Yes, it is always joy to be the devotees because, it is our devotee's heart is a wonderful place where the Lord is palpably present. So in Bhaktanam, that Tad-Bhakta, in the Bhagavad it says, that is, those who are devotees of God, if you get their company, then you get the company of the Lord itself. So it is both ways. It is a good time to see each other and to think about the mother now in this period where mother worship is on 28th is mother's birthday here, but that is the auspicious day when Holy Mother was also born. In worship, first of all, it is the mother worship, the philosophy will go later. First of all, in our life, we feel very protected with mother. Every child always feels great protection when he is in the lap of mother. We grow, but still there is a baby in us who always wants little love, affection and protection and fearlessness. So the mother worship is a tradition in Indian school of thought for a long, long time. Even it was in the time of Vedic time. And the philosophy is very deep and profound. Vedanta is the ultimate science of our spiritual life. Vedanta is the foundation of our very existence. And what is that Vedanta teaches? That there is absolutely one infinite reality. And we call that as Brahman. But that Brahman does not do anything. that Brahman is absolutely calm, serene, non-reactive. All this activity goes, that comes under Vedanta, will say it is Maya. It's all these activities, but Maya is a thought which always brings us the idea it is non-existing. That which is not there. It appears like that. But in Tantra, it is a reality. And that reality is nothing other than that which is called Brahman. Vedantic idea, it is superimposition, juxtaposition. You understand one thing for the other. You see the snake, no snake is there, it is the rope. But you see it and you get reacted because your reaction comes because of your ignorance. And everything you see, it is all in your mental conjecture. I am seeing you, it is mental conjecture. But very difficult to understand that philosophy at the beginning. Intellectually we can grasp a little bit, but how to practice it in life, that's very difficult. That's why there comes this worship of the Divine Mother. Any worship is always that very important idea. What is called worship? Worship is called Brahmani, or Brahmani Brahma Drishtya Anushandhanam. Of Brahmani, which is not Brahman. Brahman is absolute. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you cannot taste it. You cannot fathom it with your mind being so limited. But to impose some idea in some of Brahman, which apparently is not Brahman, limited, but Brahma Drishtya, with the idea to look at it as Brahman, that is called the Upasana. The science of worship is like that. You are worshipping not an idol, you are not worshipping, that's why you call Pratiko and Pratima. Pratika and Pratima. Pratika is the symbology, like Om, like Jantra. There is no form, there is nothing, but one structure. And you impose that this indicates that absolute truth. And it comes down to further into our graspable limit when we see it is a form of Mother Saraswati, Mother Lakshmi, or it may be a Krishna form, or they are coming to the human form. But even in the idea of Shiva and Lakshmi, Kartika, Saraswati, all these ideas, there are some image is kalpana, imagining some image, and that is not the Brahman, but we are imposing the idea of Brahman. So as we have started with that idea that this whole universe is permeated by one principle that is called Brahman. And it is timeless, spaceless, it is beginningless, endless. But I want to grab that, intellectually I can grab that, but for practical reason I cannot grab it. It is everything is Maya. So Vedanta, if you take, this is non-existing. This, what you are seeing is non-existing. Then what do you stand? Then you have to rise really to a higher flight when you see only. Your sadhana should be there, not this, not this, not this path of negation. And negate. And what will remain? What you cannot negate anymore. That is called Brahman. Go on negating, not the body, not the mind, not the senses, not this, not this, not this. And what is undeniable and what remains after all negation, that is. And what we are negating? We are negating the name and form. Now, Vedanta says that it is only name and form. Brahman added with name and form is this universe. Brahman, minus Brahman, nothing will happen. Ocean added with waves, ripples, foams, bubbles, that is called what you see the ocean of turbulence or ocean of our reality. We live in that reality. But minus ocean, only ripple. Think of ripple. Can you think of ripple? There is no ocean, only ripple. Can you think? Or think of the bubble, foam, whatever. It is impossible. So that's why Vedanta says, Brahman added with name and form is this visible universe. But this name and form is all unreal, it is all non-existing. Only what exists is the H2O, the ocean. Now, there comes this mother worshipper or the Shakta practice. They say, no, it is not nothing. It is not non-existent. It is also existent. It is also true. As the Brahman is true, this is also true. See, here is the distinction, philosophical distinction. One is Brahman alone is the truth and nothing else. That is the philosophical stand. Name and form and anything you see, how tangible you feel, how serious you feel, that this is only an appearance. It's non-existing. Your mind is there and mind is creating all this. Even you see vision of gods and goddesses, nothing but your mind. Your pure mind shows those things, impure mind shows this thing. So it is all you are in the only in the level of mind. So it is a non-existing. But come to the Shakta practice, they say Brahman and Shakti, manifestation. Brahman manifests. A snake does not do anything. Snake, sleeping. Ramakrishna's example. And the snake wakes up and it moves in the wriggling motion. Is it not the same snake? And the movement, is it wrong? No. It is the same Brahman in action, in manifestation, when it manifests into. So, same ocean, calm, and same ocean when it ripples. Will you say ripples are wrong? No, ripples are not wrong. It is ocean. But same Shakti, Brahman in power or taking the help of Shakti, it manifests. So, Shakta tradition says both are real. Brahman is also real and Brahman Shakti is also real. Eternal item. Two eternal item means parallelly they exist. But actually not two. Ramakrishna said, what you call Brahman, I call her as Mother Kali. This is only terminological difference. But Shakta accepts this entire universe. But how they want to see from the beginning? It is the power, Shakti, the energy, the power. It is the absolute Brahman, only manifested in form. But it is Mother. That's why Mother is everywhere. Shakta philosophy, the ultimate goal of Shakta philosophy is to see Mother everywhere. There is nothing but Mother and Mother only. In the Chandi, you have read that. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matri Rupena Samastita Blajja Rupena Samastita. Then all items they have. Smriti Rupena Samastita, Bhranti Rupena Samastita. All your human emotions, forgetfulness, your understanding, your modesty, your all the aspects of human. You think that your mother, your father, it is mother. Ya Devi, that Devi, Sarva Bhutesu, in all the bhutas. Bhutas means created being. You see it is bhuta, but it is the Divine Mother. And Divine Mother is who? Kijane Kali Kemun. Who knows what is Mother Kali? What is this manifestation? Who knows? Sarvadarshane Napai Darshan Kijane Kali Kemun. 6 systems of philosophy. Even they are trying to understand this truth. They always fail to understand. It is beyond the ken of your understanding. But when we see the seers of truth they see that whole world is permeated by the Shakti. And Shakti is there all the time. It is true. It is not false. Because it is the same snake. Same snake you see in the wriggling motion, when it is wriggling or it is coiled up. Coiled up is, you say, it is a Brahman. Okay, it does not do anything, no move. The snake hiss. That hissing, snake or not something else? It is the snake only. So here, that is the condition. Maya, that is the point. Vedanta says Maya has no beginning. When did Maya started? When we started being ignorant. We do not know. I started this, I was born, I saw this universe. My father, grandfather, great-grandfather, grand-grandfather, go back. Wherever you go. This world was in this form or that form, it was there. So, where is the beginning of this Maya? Well, there is no beginning of Maya. End of Maya is there. Yes, end of Maya is there. That's why we get Brahma Gyanis, the knowers of truth. We give you all the Upanishads are declaring that the sages who have experienced the truth. Katha Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, we find so many names of sages. So, yes, they have ended this Maya at a particular point of time. So Maya has no beginning, but Maya has an end. This is the Vedantic concept. Brahman is there, ignorance is there, but Brahman is all the time. Brahman has no beginning, no end. It is not that it is now here, it will not be there, and in future it will be again disappear. No, it is not like that. So, Brahman has no beginning, no end. That is accepted. But Maya also is beginningless, but it has an end, or ignorance. If you talk about your personal life, I am an ordinary person, I want to be liberated, and shall I get liberation? Yes, you will get liberation, following the Vedantic path. You analyze, and all these appearance will, and you will be absolutely in that state of oneness with the cosmic reality. And there, Maya has no play. Maya disappears. So, this is the Maya, or Gyan for individual, or Maya in a collective sense. It has no beginning, but it has an end. But Shakti philosophy will say the Shakti manifestation is inherent. It is no beginning, it has no end. But what they do, they say Kali, Brahma, Jene, Marmo, Dharma, Sap, Cherechi. The Ramakrishna sings that Kali, Brahma, this much I have understood. All this mother worship I did. But Kali, Brahma, Kali is no other than Brahma. I am talking that she is Kali, Mother Kali in a particular shape and holding particular divine aspect. But it is Kali Brahma, Jene Manmo, this secret, knowing this secret, Ami Dharma, Adharma, Sabchirich. I have gone beyond Dharma and Adharma. That's the Vedantic principle also. When you realize God, you go beyond both duality. Dharma, righteousness, and non-unrighteousness is for whom? For we who are living in the duality, we want to transcend that. But when the vision comes and mother worshippers, see, they are in their expression, it is saying, Kali Brahma, I know this, Jene Marmo, this essential truth I realized, and that's why for me there is no dharma, na dharma, na chartoje, Shankaracharya, what is it? All the dualities, all the opposites vanish. So when one experiences the Divine Mother in this Shakta tradition, duality goes. That's why, Shakta worship, there is what we in our ordinary sense think that it is proper, improper. In that state, there is nothing. Look at that Sri Ramakrishna moving going to Calcutta, and his horse-driven chariot is going on to a very bad palli or a bad area, no? And seeing the prostitutes, what is Sri Ramakrishna seeing? Prostitute? No. What he saw? He said, "Oh mother, you are here in this form," and he saluted the prostitutes. In his eyes, we see prostitute because we live in this world, we have our mind polluted, we have not practiced that tantra. This is the tantra. Tantra is not, people had a wrong connotation of tantra. Tantra is this. The tantra means you see God, you feel God's presence, you feel Mother everywhere. Sri Ramakrishna doing, a cat is coming, no? And Ramakrishna said, "Oh mother, will you eat? Will you eat?" He is feeding the cat.
Right.
That was used to be given to Makali. Suppose there is a bow. So if cat comes, will you give it first? "Oh mother, you come. You are a crazy guy, no?" But for us it is crazy because we have not that experience. But the culmination of the Shakti practice leads to that point that there is nothing but Mother. What Vedanta says, everything is Brahman. Here also same thing. Experience comes the same. That's why Tantra is called Shakto. Practice is for practice. It is a practical part of Vedanta. Actually, you can say Shakto system. To understand that and practice, that is a practical aspect of Vedantic practice. To see everywhere the Divine Mother, the Divine Shakti. The energy, when it's potent, we call potential energy. And when it moves, we call kinetic energy. Modern science, what does it say? Is it separate? Oh, kinetic energy is something, potential energy is something, centripetal force is something, centrifugal force is something else. And yes, it is the one energy, you put in which direction and you give a name to it. But it is the energy. When you drive a car, you drive your car in the front gear and the car moves in this direction. You give it the back gear. What will happen? The car moves in the other direction. So the energy is the same or not? That's a Shakti, that's why it is called. And so long we are in this body and mind, we are under the realm of Shakti. Sri Ramakrishna suggested that we are in the realm of Shakti. And that's why Shakti Upasana, Shakti, the worship of the Shakti, is a very benevolent practice to get the knowledge of the truth easily. Because as the scripture says, that even in name is given Chandi. Chandi is called, this is actually Parabrahma Mahishi, Brahma Shakti. Chanda in Strilinga ip pratyay, that makes it Chanda. Chandai, Chandi. And what does it mean? It is the nature of Parabrahma Mahishi. That's a human language. She is the divine consort of the Parabrahma. Or Parabrahma, where will be the consort again? If you say Parabrahma, then consort. But this, why you see the world? When you see the world, you will have to accept it has something manifestation. And that manifestation, Brahman, if you say, there is no question of manifestation. Brahman, as is always said, it is inconceivable because your mind cannot grasp it, your eyes cannot see that. But you, when it manifests in the material universe, it is Mother percolating everywhere. Mother is working. The snake is moving, snake is hissing, snake is lying down. So all these activities can be that. And also Chanda. What Chanda means? Chanda means which is uninterrupted, Supreme Brahman, which is not controlled by time, space and causation. This call. And it is not limited by any description. That is the Chanda. So when the Brahman becomes sprouting, as it this remaining in the seed form, and when it manifests, that is called the Abda Shakti, the primordial Shakti, the power, primordial energy. And this is the name of that. And also it is called Jnana Shakti, Bala Shakti and Kriya Shakti. When it manifests in three aspects. Jnana Shakti, the Satchidananda, Vedanta, so it matches with Vedanta. Satchit Ananda. The Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, action, and Bala Shakti, the power. So these three aspects are called, that it is called and it is spontaneous. Suppose you as a person, you will have to eat something to get the physical strength. It will have to be sufficient nurturing so that your brain functions, no? So you can have the intellectual understanding. So Buddhi Shakti, Jnana Shakti and the knowledge you get. So physical strength, for that you depend on something. But this is the Mother, Divine Mother, it's a natural expression of Jnana, the knowledge. That means there is knowledge, there is energy in the physical as also in the mental or intellectual level. So it is called it is natural. That is, here Brahma is called the Dharma, Dharmi, and this manifestation is called Dharma, Dharmi Dharma. Someone is holding and some quality is coming out of that. So these are all technical things. The Dharma, what it says, according to Gyan, Bal and Kriya. Jnana means the knowledge, Bala is the strength, and when it manifests into action. These three aspects, that is called the Dharma. But according to Tantra, in Vedanta, you will say it is all a created being, it is all being imagined and it is manifesting, so it is all your under ignorance and it is non-existent. But Tantra will say this is not matter, this is not jada, it is all conscious. The same consciousness permeates into all this force. That's why these three power, the knowledge, power and activity, these are collective power, and this is inseparable from Brahman, that is the philosophy. And that's why even when it is worshipped in Chandi, you will find that they manifested as Maha Kriya Shakti, Ichha Shakti and Jnana Shakti. Is a whole Chandi. When you read this, it has so many chapters. It is divided into three segments. One first is called the Maha Lakshmi. The first 5 chapters, Maha Lakshmi. And second 6 to 10, it is called Maha Kali. And third is called Maha Saraswati. So 3 aspects of one mother's 3 aspects named 3 ways. It is called Maha Lakshmi, Maha Kali and Maha Saraswati. These are the names. What it does, it has the power. Maha Saraswati, it is the knowledge. That's why you worship. All students go to Maha Saraswati to worship, because Saraswati is the expression of knowledge, and removes this ignorance which I don't see the mother. She finally helps us to see the mother. Ichha Shakti is Mother Kali and Kriya Shakti is Mahalakshmi. So in the first few chapters you will find that it is Maya, this Mahalakshmi aspect is that you will find that the Ashura, the demon in us, to destroy the demons in the physical form, that is the Madhu and Kaitava. That killing of them was done by the Shakti, which is called Kriya Shakti, appearing there directly. But if you kill, our scripture suggests what you kill, there is only Shakta philosophy saying that it is only one absolute non-dual reality is there, which is called Brahman, and in the garb of Maya that is appearing as the duality, and this the projecting power of the Brahman, that is called the 3 manifestation, Jnana, Ichha and Kriya. Jnana is knowledge, Ichha means the desire, and action. In our life, you see everything is an expression of this three way. Either it is an action, or it is some knowledge, or it is the idea of your what you call? So this is three kal in the three spatial time, past, present, and future. This mother's play is going on and manifesting in these three powers. It is what happened first. The gross manifestation is to be destroyed in the gross level. That's why mother comes to destroy the demons, Madhu and Kaitava, that they're physically. Next, when they cut it, then what happens? There comes the mother worshipper will know. There is called the Rakta Bija. There comes the blood comes out, and every drop of blood falls, another demon is generated. It is called the Rakta Bija. There we find to destroy that who is necessary. The second aspect of the mother that is necessary, and that is the Mahakali. That is Ichcha. Ichcha means in our heart, you destroy one desire and you see another desire comes up. You say, you with much effort you control your mind and you want to destroy one desire. The desire is such, it takes an offshoot in another way and it will lead you to drown. So that way, when we are guided by these lower propensities of desires, so who can help us? This mother comes, taking the form of Mahakali with the sword to destroy these evil desires. And when desires are also gone, then you have developed your spirituality in a higher level. So you are intellectually, you have been understanding the truth that Brahman and this manifestation are not two. But still, the manifestation remains and the Brahman knowledge remains, but it rises to a flight. It is almost very pure Sattvika state. And in that Sattvika state, the mother comes and removes the veil, and then one realizes that Divine Mother is nothing but the Absolute One. That is the three aspects of worshipping Mother is given in the Devi Mahatma or in Chandi. So, Jnana Shakti is last. Kriya Shakti, the beginning. Ichha Shakti is sad. Because we, in the normal lifetime, when we get to involve into outside action, and when we get outside action, let me question why I am in action. Why everyone is engaged in so much activity? Because I have some desire. Subtle thing, next thing comes, you go step by step inside. We are involved, we see the car is driving, but the car is moving. Car is moving because the driver is there, and driver is in action. Why driver? He is to go somewhere. That's why the action is seeing the movement of the car. But the desire is where? Where is the desire? Desire is in the mind. So this is very fine. So you get, but you try to reduce your desire so that Bahu Vasana Re Pan Prane Chai. I ask for many, many things in the world, and if I get it, I'll be more entangled. So understand what I should desire, that one desire which will release me from all bondage and give me eternal freedom. So to reduce to that one absolute desire, I will chop it, but another worldly desire pops up in our mind. So that is the Mahakali worship. And then, lastly, many desires are gone. They are pointed out towards one desire, but still realization is still waiting. There comes Mahasaraswati. That's why I chanted Moksha Dwaro Kapata Patana Kari. Moksha Dwaro, the door, as if almost you have reached the door of realization. But it is closed, as it were. So that's the prayer. Oh Mother, Now come as Mother Saraswati. Just break through this bond and open the door for me to the illumination. What you are, what I am. No? So that is the three aspects of the Divine Mother worship. And it is in this Devi Mahatma it is said, Chiti Rupena Ya Krishnam Etat Bhapyo Sthita Jagat. The mother, in the song I have sang, but it is also in the Chandi, it says that is the Chiti Rupena, in the form of consciousness. Everything is permeated. See, this Sakto also talking the same way, it is the consciousness. But this consciousness, don't say it is zero. Don't say it is Maya, but it is the reality. And you are only naming it some way, but it is the same Brahman. Chiti Rupena Ya Krishnam. Krishnam means total. That which is in the totality of this universe. Chiti Rupena, as the form of consciousness. Etat Bhapyo, interpenetrating in this whole cosmos, spreading into every nooks and corners of the creation, that which remains, and that is that mother. Chiti Rupena Ja Krishnam Etat Bhapyo Jagat. Who is that? That is the Divine Mother. So here in Sakto worship, the practice is to see Mother. It is all Divine Mother. You are only in the force of under the power of your what is called the Kriya, action, and you are already pulling yourself down into the action of the material with a materialistic view. That's why this materialistic Pattukat is the action of Mahalakshmi. According to this, but another explanation may be Mother Lakshmi for some other aspect. But in this Chandi, this is the way it is explained. And then Ichha Shakti, and you do your manifestation in the physical world, and then you understand it is all material world, and I am trying to satisfy myself by my little desire and running. But one desire goes, another desire comes, So you worship that divine aspect which destroys your all other desires, so that it becomes one pointed desire for the mother. And then at the end, when you have reached, but there is still a blockage. That's why that's called the grace, no? And that grace comes from Maha Saraswati. And Saraswati's color, you see, it is called white. Why? It removes all darkness, and it's only the luminous conscious entity, that which is the mother, that is revealed. If you look at that, how it tallies with the experience of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna was what she was doing. Sri Ramakrishna was calling upon mother, no? And restlessly he has given up all external activity. Started with activity, and then activity is gone, calling upon mother, all the desires one by one, no other desire, only one pointed desire. And when ultimately, even in front of mother, his first vision is coming, you see that this mother form disappearing, and there he is seeing the effulgent light. The entire temple is filled with light and illumination. See, moksha dwara, kapata, there is a door. Kapata means door. Door to moksha, to liberation, absolute liberation. That dwara is forcefully as it is broken, as it were, and Sri Ramakrishna's mystic vision is going on. It's all filled with light. Maha Saraswati, all light and conscious. Chiti Rupena, as just we referred, it is the consciousness, and it's all permeated consciousness everywhere. And he ultimately lost into that consciousness and went and become merged into that. So this mother is dual or non-dual? Yes, mother is dual at the same time, non-dual. Mother is everywhere through the objects of our love. It is the Divine Mother. It's a different new attitude comes after realization that everything where our eyes fall, wherever we are attracted, is Divine Mother is calling us. Same like Vedanta. Ultimate conclusion will be the same, ultimate experience will be the same, but this mother worship is a very endearing, because you need not have to be totally too dry to be Vedantic. And Ramakrishna said Vedanta, those who practice Vedanta, they look little dry. Because always saying not this, not this, not this, not this. Anything comes, it is not, it is Maya. So you do that, as a result, you don't get immediately something, no. But if you get some immediate sweetness or something achievable, then your journey becomes sweet and you become happy, happy, happy. That's why these mother worshippers are very happy. Look at that. They sing and dance in the name of Mother and glory, and you go to any Ramakrishna, how much he used to sing and dance. And whenever you sing and dance, what happens? Joy comes. It is reaching the same destination, but getting absorbed into this type of process of worshipping the divine in this way and getting absorbed and absorbed and absorbed. See, Sri Ramakrishna, in whatever you read in the Dakshineshwar and the Gospel, see, every moment he is absorbed in joy and joy and joy. And Thakur is praying, "Oh Mother, don't make me dry Sannasi." As if Sannasi is dry. Yes, so Sannasi is dry in the beginning period. Because they will have to give up this, give up that, give up that, give up. That is a tough period. But Sannasi can also think it is mother, mother, mother. No. Ramakrishna has come, he has given a good connection between these two. This is not two exactly separate paths, but it is also the approach. If we know that this is the same Brahman, and the same Brahman appearing in this way, and it is all Mother, Shakti, the same snake in the movement, the same ocean in the form of ripple. So it is all Mother. And that is the conclusion. And philosophically, that is the, only as he said, philosophically, this Shakti, this world is real for Shaktas, because it is nothing but Mother. And when you go beyond it, again Ramakrishna said, what ordinary people call is that this world, it is my mother. And that what is Brahman, that is the same, what is I call her as mother. And this whole universe is her creation. It has come out of her and she is embedded into it. Like Vedanta, nothing difference in that. So the philosophical distinction is this. Mahamaya, and then she appears sometimes taking a beautiful form, loving form. See, all the form, Lord Shiva is lying dead. No? And you see, and mother is standing on the chest of her husband. This is a husband-wife relationship. But this is a different type of relationship, husband-wife. There is many songs are there. What type of mother you are? You are standing on the chest of your husband. But philosophically, if we go, look at that. Brahman is the absolute. Out of that cosmic desire comes from the chest, no? Upanishad says, Eko aham bahushyama. That desire comes where? Where your desire comes? In your feet, in the toe, in the finger. Or where? What do you desire? Tell me, where you feel any desire. It is here, is it not? That's why mother has to put that leg here. Therefrom she comes out. And also, look at that. Mother is holding. We need this mother because mother is in all contradiction. Duality in contradiction. Look at that. Mother is holding sword in hand. Iron form. Just smeared, the blood oozing. A very gross picture, no? And then you see the skull, chopped out head in the hand. And you see another hand is blessing and boon. Boon and this is blessing and this is boon. 4 arms having 4 distinctive features. That is the mother worship. What? This absolute Brahman is only in another level. When you come to the manifestation, Brahman manifesting as the Divine Mother, and every creation is that Brahman manifesting in the form of name and form. And there is the Mother standing, the Mahashakti, the great energy, manifesting as creation, sustenance and destruction. What she is doing? She is chopping the head, means taking away the ego, lust, pride. What is our biggest problem in life? Now we can give up everything, but we cannot give up our ego. Finer. In a gross level, we are attached to this, that, it is mine, it is yours, that's different. Suppose you excel all these levels, but last barrier is the ego level. To destroy our ego is a big challenge. And Ramakrishna said ego is like a shooting of a trunk of a tree you cut, and you will find shoot is coming out this way, that way, that way. So you cut that desire, but it comes up. So, and last desire is I want this, that is the fundamental point, I. And then comes the wish, then comes the action. First I, and then I wish something in the mind, and then it manifests in the action. I wish to have a building. I want a car. Is it in your thought? I. And then comes wish. A car in your thought. Then you go to a shop and get, purchase whatever way, and you get the car. Action is coming at the end. So even if you go reducing this side, reducing the mental side, you have to get stuck in the I. And the whole world is a struggle of I versus I of you, I of me. So Mother, those who are really offering their love and prayers, Mother's kindly chopping the head, the ego. And as a result, and not throwing away the chopped head, keeping in her bosom, you are my child. Only ego has been destroyed, but you are with me. Becoming one there. And that is one part, is the sword is for that cutting, is the to destroy our misunderstanding about Brahman and this play of the Divine Mother in the world. So this is 3 aspects have been manifested here, that as Mother sprouting from the heart of Brahman, as it were. Shiva is considered that Shiva is always lying in the fat with white color, means clean, Satchidananda aspect. And she is coming out as a love and creation for the creation of the universe, for the sustenance of the universe, and for the destruction of it. And when we are in this, we are bound in this world, then it is a big thing how to get out. You call it. Ramakrishna said in this Kali Yuga, to call God as Mother is one of the greatest help for spiritual enlightenment, easier path than others. So, because it always brings a wonderful relation. Sri Ramakrishna sadhana is very unique because he has brought this concept that worshipping God as Mother, it makes the relationship most pure relationship. The most pure relationship, and it helps to quicken our spiritual journey. Though that's why this Mother worship, the philosophy is that it is the same Brahman manifesting as Mother, and this Mother is not ferocious something to destroy me, but to destroy my evil tendencies so that I can go back to my eternal abode where there is peace, eternal support, eternal peace and eternal happiness. So this is the overall idea about the principle in which it works. And it is also said why we are engaged in this Chandi have described that kings and business person, Surato and Samadhi. Both of them approached the sage, and this question came that why? We know that this world is not full of pleasure. We know so much of they both are deprived from their own people. Someone lost the kingdom and someone lost his all assets and money and wealth. Business person lost. And who was cheated by? Cheated by their own relations, relatives, their own family and friends. That happens in our life, no? Who gives you more trouble? Most of your own friends. whom you know. So that is the position was there. And then that king then asked that Medha Muni, said, Acha, Jnanam, we have knowledge that this is the type of thing. You get these blows from why, but still why our mind runs in affection towards them. Though we understand, we get so much blows from these things, but still why my mind goes. So the answer was given that yes, Mahamaya Prabhavena, this is because Mahamaya made a spell upon you, and that's why because of that you are attracted to those who actually hate you. Sometimes in our life we do that. We cannot get out of that. As we know that it is pitiable condition. It is a bondage. It is all this time it's a slavery. But still we are bound there. Why? It is Mahamaya Prabhava. By the impact of the Mahamaya. She has cast a spell on you. Therefore, what is the way out? Then you do go and pray to Mother Divine and worship her and please her. So it is not here also. It is not worshipping an idol, but you go to worship Mother. But how will you do? Creating an image of the Divine Mother, and go and pray and do austerities and prayers and meditation, and then Mother's grace will come. And then end result, at the end of the book you will find that yes, Surat and Samadhi, both of them got engrossed into the prayer and meditation of Mother, and say, oh Mother, please help, and ultimately Mother appeared. And she can give everything. You want whatever you want. That's why the king was asked, what do you want, my child? Why are you doing so much austerities? And Mother became pleased and said, yes, I want my kingdom back. Because I was deprived of my own kingdom. Then he said, okay, you will get the kingdom. And he became king for a long time. Okay? And the other person, the business person, Samadhi, he said, Mother, you have come so kindly, so I don't want anything else. I want to be with you, and I love you, and I want to stay with you. I don't want any other material thing. That means liberation, freedom. And that the mother said, yes, my child. So this is the point of worshipping Shakti. What you want? You want material prosperity? She can give it. You can go to spiritual prosperity? She can give you. She can give you Nirvikalpa Samadhi? She can give it. It is in her moment, just in her fist, is holding in her. She can give anytime anything. So, worshipping God as Mother, we can. But the benefit is that when we worship Mother, there is one benefit is that when you worship in another way, there is very strong, difficult path. But you can cajole Mother. You can just cried, "Ma, I wanted you have to give me." No, no, no. When you cry and roll down in the ground, what mother will do? Mother will say, "Okay, Baba, whatever you want, I give." That's the benefit of mother worship. You can have more demand. You can demand this. You are my mother. Why are you doing with this? In our day-to-day life's journey, it is a very helpful thing. That's why people worship mother in this way. This traditional worship of mother is going for a long. Even if you go to the Christianity, look at that. How many people go to Christ for their problem, and how many goes to Mother Mary? Most of the Catholics you will find they go to Mother Mary and they pray, and Mother Mary gives the blessings and fulfillment. So this is the mother power, and it is easy for a child. We are all children of mother. So it is easy for us to pray and cry and weep, and even I want something which is not, maybe mother may not like to give, but we can force her to give. So because she is the giver of all wisdom, freedom, bondage, or whatever you want, material, spiritual, intellectual. So everything is, because she is the source of everything. In anything in the manifestation, all the gods and goddesses are there because mother is there. Because unmanifest to manifest, you have to come through mother. That's why it is called, ultimately even Vedanta students, they call one point is that it is grace. Ultimate last point is called grace. Grace is the divine blessings which come spontaneously because of mother's love. Okay, so now I can end here, but if you have some simple question, then we can talk about it. To start with,
But I will start with the last. I have other questions, but I will start with the very last thing you said. You said you can ask for you ask mother for anything, and mother will give you, good or bad, whatever you want. You even said anything. You even mentioned bondage. If you want bondage, mother will give you bondage. So how do I reconcile this with this other idea we have, or I have heard, that you can ask mother for anything,
but she will give what is good
and
for
she
you.
will go with it. How do you?
Yeah, you know that the earthly mothers do that.
Huh?
The earthly mothers also do that.
Yeah.
Mother does not want. Suppose the child is asking for candy, and it is given and said no. But okay. And the child starts crying in such a way, she gives candy. And afterwards she brings medicine. So if we are so stubborn, they want, Ma, you have to give. Mother, that is the mother part. Father part will say, no, get out. But mother part is that is called the softness. Yes, she does not want to give, which is inauspicious. But because we crave, that's why I am saying, asking for anything little, she can give. Ramakrishna told Naren, you go to Mahakali and you are asking for your financial problem and this and that, why not go and ask? She will give you everything. Did not he said, go and ask for anything. And then what? He went, because he was such a soul, he went there, and what he found? He found that this such a divine mother who is full of light and illumination. She is the mother of the universe. And Vivekananda felt that. Not an image, but to that Naren, mother appeared. Not appeared, it's the experience. The divine mother of the whole universe. And I shall ask for 1 penny. No? Will you go to a millionaire, billionaire and ask for $10? So why you go to the billionaire? Don't go there. Ask some other area. So he could not
Ask me.
ask.
So she gave us.
So, but if asked for, mother will give, because that will satisfy the baby for the time. Every mother knows that. Mother does that to satisfy the child for the time being, though knowing that it is not very good. But the child is now crying, what to do?
Thank you.
But ultimately, mother does not want to give, but if it wants, okay, get it. As King Surata. So they got the vision of mother. Mother, the same mother appeared before the two people, one is Surata and the Samadhi. The business person who was being deprived from the household and was cheated by their own people, the same, and the same person who is the king. But king wanted, I want kingdom. What mother said, Tathastu. If you are satisfied with that, be a king for 100 years, 200 years, 500 years. And he gave, mother gave a long length of kingship. Vaivashyata. It is one age, means hundreds and thousands of years. Okay, you be king, and see whether you are satisfied or not. And the other guy said, I don't want my kingdom.
Okay, Moral. If I have a
You have to.
I don't want that. I don't
আরে
want
দিন
that.
সবাই শুনতে হবে তো।
Okay. If I have a bad time, if I have a hard time, I am running all the time, crying all the time, then I will go to mother and I ask mother, Mom, give me peace, make my life smooth. Then Mom will listen to me.
Why not? But it is to be ডাক দেখি মন ডাকার মতো কেমন শ্যামা থাকতে পারে. If you it is now consider you as a mother and their baby. If sometimes baby, if they cry, a fake cry, mother understands it's a fake cry, and mother doesn't give that. That's why mother worship is a very realistic point. As we are familiar with our mother, as we are familiar, we have done in our childhood. It is the divine mother. If we really think that she is the mother, really she is there, and if we really ask, Sri Ramakrishna said that if sincere prayer, it will be always hard. But it is sincere. Really we mean that. So if it is that, it will happen.
Pray.
And otherwise, why so many people in the world is still worshipping and getting to again inspired? Go. You see, if it does not happen, you go to Dakshineshwar temple and you see thousands and thousands of people are standing in line with their basket of offering to the mother. They get something, otherwise why they will go there? But what they are getting? They are asking, Ma, give me this job, this situation has come. It's very needed, and for that child, job is important. For a hungry person, food is important. But who is saturated with food, who has enough of plenty and other things, for him the question will be to ask for something higher. No. So it is a development. We move through all these stages. But mother will give and gives. That is the proof.
I have to pray.
Yeah. We have to only have love for that and have belief. Do you believe? Or do you believe is a statue? Okay, statue is statue. Statue will not give anything to you. Because what statue can give? But if you think that is a divine mother, as conscious entity, Thakur used to see, the mother's eyes are lively. He's talking and he used to go question, Ma, shall I do this? And Ma said, yes, yes. What mother said and he only understands. Other people are standing around, they don't get anything. That is the mystic eye, no? Mystic eye. A devotional eye that gets it. Okay? So the end? Okay. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam Astu.